there. Welcome to my channel. My name is Stephanie Buckland and I'm a holistic lifestyle coach. I have been creating these Wellness Wednesdays videos for about a month now. So this is episode number 5, I believe. And I call myself the self-healing specialist. I've been working on a book called The Art of Balance in a World of Chaos, and I have a group on Facebook called Plant-Based Weight Loss Challenge, and you can find me on Facebook under Stephanie Buckland Consulting, on YouTube here, and also on Instagram as the number one, Love Warrior. I am a love warrior. I've been that for most of my life. I love bringing love to the world and love sharing that love energy with anyone who will listen to me, to be honest. I absolutely just adore being an inspiration to everyone around me. I created this channel to share all of the nuggets of wisdom about the self-care techniques that I've used for the last 10 years, which is actually going back to that, why I call myself a self-healing specialist. My goal is to raise your consciousness. And no, this isn't anything spiritual. It's really literally just changing your mindset about our abilities and our strengths as human beings. We have an innate healing ability. This is something that is just built into our bodies. And the more you understand about that, the more you're able to tap in and heal yourself. And so, without further ado, my current episode is about superfoods and supplements and how they relate to your health. Basically, the definition of a superfood is it's nutrient dense. It just has lots of phytochemicals, lots of nutrients built into it, and you will find this in the plant world. You're not going to find it in animal protein. Animal proteins do not have nutrient density. Instead, you'll find them in greens, grains, honey, herbs and spices, and sea vegetables. The best example of greens would be spinach, kale, or broccoli. Best example of grains would be oatmeal, quinoa, or amaranth. And if you've never tried amaranth, I highly recommend it. It's a delicious little seed. You soak overnight, make it for breakfast. It goes great with coconut milk and blueberries. It's one of my favorite recipes. For honey superfoods, you can access raw honey. You can also use propolis or bee pollen. I've read in different places that bee pollen can actually help you resolve allergies. This is an interesting study, and I will look for it and try to link that in the comments below. For herbs and spices, we've heard a lot about turmeric being an anti-inflammatory. There's also several other spices on that list, including garlic, ginger, and I can't think of any more, but those are my 3 top favorites anyway. So I will actually give you a little recipe down below. One of my favorite recipes for oatmeal with ginger and bananas. I'll include that in the comments as well. Whole food plant-based diets have been shown to help with weight loss. They've also been shown to help with cancer prevention, and there is growing and growing and growing science about this strength with food as medicine. Dr. Joel Fuhrman talks about the idea of using G bombs, and that's basically G for greens, B for beans, O for onions, M for mushrooms, another B for berries, and S for seeds. Now, you might notice in that list, those are all superfoods. You have nutrient density in the greens, in the beans, in the onions, in the mushrooms, and the seeds. And that nutrient density basically qualifies not only as a healthy diet for you, but also gives you some amazing nutritional support. In addition, Dr. Michael Greger has published an app called Daily Dozen. You might find his video about this same subject on his website, nutritionfacts.org, which I will link above. But the app is a great resource. If you're trying to get those G-bombs into your daily nutritional intake, if you're trying to get cruciferous vegetables and flax seeds and nuts and grains and all these beautiful plant foods into your diet, the wonderful thing about this app is it reminds you on a day-to-day basis, have you gotten your specified serving of these nutrients? And I find it's extremely helpful in keeping me on that path of healthy eating and keeping me in that plant-based diet. As for supplements, supplements are heavily debated in the nutrition world, and just recently, excuse me, frog in the throat. Okay, just recently, I hosted an introduction to nutrition with 2 registered dietitians, and they were both mentioning that plant-based whole food nutrients are very important. We need to get them from food, but for the most part, if you need a supplement, and really the only way to know if you need a supplement is to go get a spectra cell test. This is basically a blood test that can be offered by a naturopathic physician or even your regular family physician, but it's basically a micronutrient panel. This will show you what nutrients you are lacking and what nutrients that you are getting plenty of from your own diet. Now, I highly recommend, personally, I take whole food supplements. My preference is Garden of Life Women's Once a Day. These are whole food supplements. I also take a Chlorella and Spirulina supplement. Usually they come in little green pills. You can find those also in powder form that you can add to your smoothies. Those are your sea vegetables that I mentioned before, the superfoods, which you can take as a supplement. I also take a turmeric nutrient panel. That's basically, the whole idea of turmeric is for inflammation. Personally, is for pain for me. I do have some chronic pain that I'm still working on, and with the turmeric, that actually helps to support the reduction of inflammation in my body, which is great for pain. I also take a Senna capsule anytime I have any digestive discomfort. This helps with constipation, it helps with indigestion, things like that. And then I have a Maca supplement, which is helping me with the menopause symptoms that I'm experiencing now in my 40s. It helps with hot flashes and also with insomnia. So all of these supplements is something that I take on a regular basis for my own health and well-being, and have been cleared by my nutritionist and my naturopathic doctor. These are very important for me because I'm not getting enough of the nutrients on a day-to-day basis. I have a full-time college student, very busy business owner, and every once in a while I will not eat enough of the nutrients per day. So I supplement for that reason. It's important that you research your supplements, and this is something that I did learn from these registered dietitians that we just recently spoke with. The research that you can do on vitamins and supplements, because the FDA does not approve nutrients, you can find research on consumerlabs.com, so you can search the potency of the supplements that you're taking. You can also do research on the World Anti-Doping Association. This is another web source called WADA, W-A-D-A, which I will link in the comments. Recommended over-the-counter supplements include Solar Ray, Solgar, Nordic Naturals. These are the recommended supplements that I got from those registered dietitians I spoke with recently. And you can find these brands at natural food stores. Personally, here in Tempe, Arizona, I was able to find all of these brands at Sprouts, as well as Whole Foods. And so those are the basics of superfoods and supplements, information that I have thus far. The more I learn in my nutrition degree at ASU, the more I will share with you about nutrition. And I highly recommend that if you are considering adding supplements to your daily intake, that you talk to your health practitioner before adding anything. It's very important that you are taking the higher quality supplements. Now, you find that the higher quality supplements are more expensive, and unfortunately that's just the way of the game. It's a supply and demand thing, folks. If more of us were really interested in finding those really high quality whole food plant-based supplements, then the prices could go down. So I do recommend, once again, reaching out to your health practitioner, your doctor, talking to them about taking supplements and which supplements they would recommend. But keep in mind, doctors don't always have the most up-to-date information. So doing your own research is something that I always recommend as a self-healing specialist. Personally, I access Google Scholar, and there are resources online, tons of nutrition studies. If you go to nutritionfacts.org and listen to Dr. Greger's videos, there's a lot of information that Dr. Greger shares about nutrition, obviously on his website and also on his YouTube channel. Dr. Greger is a great resource for plant-based nutrition, as well as information about superfoods and supplements. And so with that, I thank you for watching my video today. If you enjoyed it, please give me a like. And if you want more of my wisdom, I ask you to please subscribe. If you'd like to get notifications of the new videos that I am posting on a weekly basis for my Wellness Wednesday videos, hit that little bell next to the subscription. And by all means, if you're inspired by this video, please share on your social media. Go ahead and click the little share button, post it on Facebook, post it wherever you like. I appreciate all the followers I can get. My goal is to get to 1,000 followers by the end of 2020. So any assistance you can offer in that direction is absolutely awesome. Thanks again, and blessings to you. Namaste.